Hi friends, how are you all? Before going to our enter into our topic, I would like to introduce myself. My name is 𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗧 𝗚𝗏. I am pursuing second BCom Computer Application in Telangana Tribal Welfare Residential Degree College, Men's Manuguru. And I would like to, without late, we will start our today's session. And in this session today, I am going to deliver my lecture on the topic is Introduction to Computers. So, my dear friends, in this session, I am going to explain some important contents regarding the computer. So, once we have to look at here what are the contents are I am going to explain in this session. So, definition of computer, evaluation of computer, acronym of computer, characteristics of computer, block diagram of computer, generations of computer, and finally classifications of computer. So, my dear friends, you have to listen carefully. I am going to explain each and every content in a step-by-step manner. So, you have to listen carefully. Now, we will start with definition of a computer. So, here this is the simple definition for the computer. You can observe here, that is, the computer is an electronic device. It takes input from the user, process the data as well as store the data and produce output according to user need. So, you have to listen friends, the computer is going to take input from us and it is going to process data and store data and produce output according to our need. That means who is here we have to know who is user. User means who is interact with the computer, that person simply called as user. So, here this definition we will understand with the help of an example. So, a calculator application we can take in a system. That application is going to perform different type of task and it produce output according to our need. I hope all of you understand about the definition of computer and at the same time the example related to this definition. And moving to the next slide, here evaluation of computer. Before going to discuss about evaluation of computer, I would like to tell a small thing, why the computers are invented specially and how the computers are came into this real world. And before going to explain evaluation of computer, I would like to tell you small thing, that is, in olden days there is no any device to calculate whatever it may be, perform operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, whatever it may be. There is no any device for calculation. So, on the day for the calculation purpose the computers are invented. The computers are mainly invented for the purpose of fastest calculation. So, in the year of 1642, mechanical adding machine is invented by the Blaise Pascal. So, this mechanical adding machine is going to perform all the arithmetic operations. My dear friends, initially the Blaise Pascal was invented mechanical adding machine. I was told you this mechanical adding machine is going to perform different type of arithmetical operations. Then after, calculating machine is invented in the year of 1671 by Baron Gottfried Wilhelm. So, this calculating machine is going to perform complex values, for example trigonometry. Then after, the punching cards are invented by Hermann around 1750. This punching cards means we have to know what is we have to know that what is the meaning of punching card. Punching cards means friends, the punching cards are printed and they are arranged in a systematic order. This is called as punching cards. That punching cards are going to printed with digital form of data. That digital form of data in the form of ones and zeros. Here the ones and zeros in the form of binary language, which is the binary language can be called as machinery language. That machinery language is understandable by only machine. Machine here computer. Then after, now I would like to explain about Charles Babbage. In the year of 1837 he was invented analytical engine. The Charles Babbage was when he was working as a professor in a Cambridge University, and he is also worked as an accountant in an organization. When he was working as a accountant, he was preparing statistical tables. On that time he was preparing statistical tables. When he was going to prepare statistical table, he was faced with different type of number of drawbacks or some uncomfortable, because when he was going to prepare that statistical table, it takes several hours to prepare, and at the same time avoiding or reducing for the human errors, he was invented analytical engine in the year of 1837. So he is also known as father of computers. My dear friends, why? Because we are calling the Charles Babbage was father of computer, because there is a reason, that is, with the help of Charles Babbage's theory and architecture of von Neumann, the computers came into real world for existence. So this is about evolution of computer. I think, my dear friends, all of you understand very well about evolution of computer. Next, moving to the next slide, acronym of computer. Here, before we are going to discuss about acronym of computer, the computer word which came from the word is compute. Here compute means calculation. Calculation means the computers are mainly invented for the purpose of fastest calculation. And one more thing friends, there is an abbreviation for computer. Some of people, you don't know about the abbreviation of computer, but there is a abbreviation for computer. That means the computer is a collection of 8-letter word, and that 8 letters has a particular meaning, individual meaning for each and every letter word. Okay. Now that means C means commonly, O means operatable, M means machine, P means particularly, U means used for, T means technical, E means education, and finally R means research. Here can I repeat again, that is commonly operatable machine particularly used for technical, education and research. This is abbreviation of computer. Abbreviation is nothing but acronym. So initially the computers are going to use it in technical and education research purpose. After that the area of using computer is expanded. So this is about acronym of computer. I think all of you understand very well about acronym of computer. Next, coming to characteristics of a computer. Here friends, I have a question. When we are going to discuss characteristics of computer, before that I am asking a question, that is, why the computers are very famous and why the computers are very popular nowadays. That is my question. So for that question there is an answer, that is, the computer is having different type of best characteristics. For that reason the computers are very famous nowadays. So here we can observe some important characteristics of computers. So those are accuracy, speed, power of remembering or storage, versatility, diligence, no IQ, and finally no feelings. Those are the characteristics of a computer. So my dear friends, I will explain one by one in a sequential manner, so you have to listen carefully. Here accuracy. Accuracy means friends, the computer can be produce accurate value. Here I am going to compare human with the computer when we are going to discuss about characteristics of a computer. So here friends, accuracy means I would like to compare human when we are going to perform any operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, whatever it may be. Now I would like to tell a small example when we are going to perform a division. So we are producing like something nearby value, approximate value, but computer can be produce accurate value. For example 98.999 till the end of the value it can be produced, that is simply called as accuracy. Yes, I hope understand accuracy. Next, coming to the speed. Speed means friends, when we are going to compare with again humans, compare with computers. Here speed means friends, speed, the computers are going to perform and work very fastest more than human. So this is about speed. And coming to the power of remembering or storage. Here my dear friends, the power of remembering nothing but storage. Here I was told you initially the computer is mainly invented for the purpose of fastest calculation, but not only the computers are invented for the fastest calculation, at the same time the computers are going to used for storage also. So this is about storage. Next, coming to the versatility. Here versatility means, friends, as a human we are going to perform any task one by one. For example, we are eating one time, we are drinking one time, we are walking one time, we are reading one time. So these all are things are operations are going to perform one by one, but we can't do all this performance, we can't do all these operations at a time, but computer can be do different type of number of tasks at a time. That is versatility. For example, we can take computer. In a computer we are going to listen songs, at the same time we can type anything and we can view the any file formats. So here different type of operations and are performing at a time. That is about versatility. And coming to the diligence. Diligence means, friends, as a human we are going to perform any operation of any work, we are feeling just tired and we want to take rest, but computer could not take rest because it is a machine, it is going to work 24/7 without rest. So that is about diligence. And coming to the no IQ. My dear friends, here no IQ means, as a human we are going to decide what is wrong, what is right with our IQ power, and we can think we can take all our major decision with the help of our brain, but computer could not think what is right, what is wrong. Yes, so the computer could not think about what is right, what is wrong. As a human we are going to choose what is right, what is wrong, and we can take all major decision by the help of our brain. And the finally about no feelings. Here this is the no feeling is the final characteristics of a computer. So my dear friends, you have to listen carefully. No feelings means, as a human we have different type of feelings, happiness, sad, and so etc. But computer has no feelings because it is a machine. I was told you already, and that the computer is going to understand only binary language, the binary language in the form of ones and zeros, and the binary language can be called as also machinery language. So this is about characteristics of a computer. I think all of you understand very well about characteristics of a computer. Then moving to the next slide. Here, friends, till now we are discussed all the basic concepts regarding the computer. Now I would like to tell and I would like to share about the block diagram of a computer is nothing but essentials of a computer. Here, what is the block diagram of a computer? How the computer is going to work, and what is the structure of computer, what are the components are involving in a computer. This is called as block diagram of a computer. So now I would like to explain about block diagram of a computer. So here, friends, you can look here, the block diagram can be divided into 3 units. First one is input unit, and second one is CPU, and third one is output unit. My dear friends, I will explain one by one unit in a sequential manner. You have to understand very well and you have to listen carefully. Okay? Now input unit. It is here input device. What is input device? Computer receives data and instruction through the input device. So this is called as input device. Input unit means, friends, this is the process of entering a data raw fact to a computer or passing input to a computer is commonly known as input unit. Here the best example for the input devices, keyboard, mouse, etc. You can look here, here given that keyboard, mouse and scanners, the best example for the input devices. So input devices, for example, we can take scanner. Scanner is useful to scan any our documents. At the same time, while we are using the keyboard, we can type anything and we can pass instruction to a computer with the help of keyboard. And at the same time, finally about the mouse. Mouse is going to move the cursor and we can click and we can go back and we can move. For example, this is mouse is going to handle arrow mark. So this is about input device. Next, CPU. CPU is the middle part of computer, and here the CPU is the main heart of computer, because as a human, when we are going to compare with human, the heart is main part in a human body. At the same time, the CPU is the main part of a computer. So CPU can be expanded as central processing unit, and the CPU again categorized into three parts. Those are ALU, CU, MU, and MU again classified into two types, primary memory and secondary memory. Here we will discuss one by one. Now I would like to explain about ALU. ALU can be expanded as arithmetic logic unit. So here arithmetical logical unit is going to perform all the arithmetical operations. So ALU is going to performing all arithmetical operations. Then coming to second unit, that is CU. CU can be expanded as controlling unit. The controlling unit can be called as main nerve system of a computer. So this controlling unit is going to control all the instructions, and processor data will be handled by the controlling unit, and this all controlled processor data will be transferred into memory unit. So here MU can be expanded as memory unit, and memory unit is very useful to storage, and here memory unit can be called as main brain of a computer. So the memory unit is useful to storage our file formats, whatever it may be, data. And here the primary memory is going to classify two types again, that is primary memory and secondary memory. I would like to explain first the primary memory. Primary memory means, friends, the primary memory is volatile memory, and this primary memory is going to hold the data in a temporary manner, and the best example for the primary memory is RAM. RAM can be expanded as random access memory. Here coming to the secondary memory, friends, secondary memory is non-volatile memory, and this secondary memory is holding data in a permanent manner. So we are going to store our data in secondary memory. So here the best example for the secondary memory is ROM. ROM can be expanded as read only memory. So this is about CPU, and all of you, I think all of you friends, you are thinking that the main CPU is cabinet, but it is wrong, friends. Why? Because actual CPU is not a CPU cabinet. The actual CPU can be called, that microprocessor can be called as the actual CPU, because all this processing and all these activities are performed in microprocessor. So we can call as actual CPU is microprocessor, and the CPU, now we have learned about the CPU, actual CPU is microprocessor. So we will continue microprocessor is the actual CPU, and don't use again the cabinet is CPU. Next, here output device. Output device means computer provides information and results of computation to the outside world through the output unit. Here output unit means we can say that the process of getting information through a computer is simply called as output unit. Here the best example for the output devices, monitor, printers, headphones. Here friends, you can think what is you have a doubt, I think, what is output devices? Output device is which the device is useful to getting or obtaining information from a computer, that simply called as output device. So here the best example for the output devices are monitors, printers, headphones. So now I would like to explain about printers. Printers means we can take any file format in the form of hard copy. So we are using printers, and we can view and we can watch whatever it may be on the monitor, that is useful to view any output in the monitor. So that is example for monitor. And headphones, we are going to listen any songs and audio, we can listen whatever it may be. So that is example for the output devices. So I think all of you understand very well about the block diagram of a computer. Block diagram of a computer is nothing but, again I was say, that is essentials of a computer. What are the essential components are there and how the computer is going to work. So that is simply called as block diagram of a computer. Coming to next point here, the generations of computer. Generations of computers means, friends, the generations are classified into 5. So the first generation was started in the year of 1942 to 56. In first generation computer, we are using vacuum tubes as circuit designs, and punching cards are used as input device in first generation computers, and printers are going to use in the first generation computer as output device. Here, which the device is useful to store data in a temporary permanent manner, that is called as secondary storage. That device is called as magnetic tape. In first generation computers, we are using magnetic tapes as a secondary storage device. And here binary language is input language. In first generation computer, we are using binary language to pass any input to a computer. That binary language in the form of ones and zeros I was repeated so many times, I think, and there is no user interface in the first generation computer. So this is about first generation computer. Now look at here, some drawbacks are there in first generation computer. For that reason, the second generation computers came into existence. Here the second generation and one more, there are some drawbacks are there in first generation computer. I would like to explain those. That is, first one is binary language. In first generation computer, we are going to use binary language as a input language. It is in the form of ones and zeros. As a human, we can't understand that language. So this is very difficult to pass any input to a computer. So this is one of the drawback. And another one is vacuum tubes. Sometimes vacuum tubes are going to short circuits. So this is also one type of drawback in first generation computer. And at the same time, the first generation computers are very large. It takes more place to occupy that. So these are the some drawbacks are there in a first generation computer. So for that reason, the second generation computers came into existence. And now we will discuss about second generations of computer. So here second generation computers are started in the year of 1956 and ended in the year of 63. And here the transistors are used as circuit design in second generation computers. I hope all of you understand, friends. Yeah, of course. Next, punching cards. Punching cards are used as input devices in the second generation's computer, and printers are going to use it as output devices in the second generation computers. And magnetic drums. Magnetic drums means, friends, here the magnetic drums are going to use it as storage in the second generation computer, and assembly language is used as input language in the second generation computer. Again, there is no user interface in second generation computer, and so assembly language can be called as intermediate language. And coming to the third generation, third generations are in between 1964 to 71. Here conductors are used as circuit designs in third generation computer, and keyboards are going to use it as input device, and CRT monitors are going to use it as output devices in third generation computer. Here CRT can be expanded as cathode ray tube, and the floppies are used as secondary storage device in third generation computer. Here high level language is used to passing input to a computer in third generation computer. This high level language can be understandable by the humans, and there is a user interface in third generation computer, that is CUI. CU can be expanded as command user interface. And here also some drawbacks are there. Here user interface is there, but there is no graphical user interface. For that reason, the fourth generation computers are coming to the picture. So here the fourth generation computers are in between 1972 to and 89. Here microprocessors are going to use it as circuit designs, and here keyboard and mouse both are going to use it as input devices, and LED and LCD monitors are going to use it as output devices in the 4th generation computer. Here LED LCD can be expanded as LED means, here LED means light emitting diode, and LCD means liquid crystal display, and here hard disk drive is useful to secondary storage device in 4th generation computer, and here very high level language is used to input language in the 4th generation computer, and here GUI is the user interface in 4th generation computer. This GUI can be expanded as graphical user interface, and here in 4th generation computers there is no fans to cool the monitor, what we call that CPU nothing but a cabinet. There is no fans, that is the main drawback of a 4th generation computer. So 5th generation computers are invented in the year of 1989 to till now, and here superconductors are going to use it as circuit designs, and virtual keyboard and mouse are going to use it as input device, virtual monitors output devices, and our information will be stored in the form of cloud, and here natural language is going to use it as input language, and there is user interface, that is GUI. So this is about generations of computer. Now I would like to explain about the classifications of computer. Here the classifications of computer can be classified in different types according to their price, size, and capacity. Here friends, computers can be divided into 5 types. Those are supercomputers, mainframe computers, workstations, mini computers, and the mini computers are again classified into 2 types, and microcomputers are going to classified into different types. Here supercomputers means which are used in weather forecasting, coal mining, digging, etc. And here mainframe computers are going to store huge amount of data, especially used in banking sectors, and workstations are used in video games and call centers. Here mini computers are invented in the year of 1960s, and the mini computers are classified into 2 types. Those are desktop computers and personal computers. Here desktop computers means which the computer is used by the group of people, it is simply called as desktop computer, and personal computer means personal computer which is used by a single person is called as personal computers, and microcomputers are invented in the year of 1970, and here the best example for the microcomputers are laptops, pads, mobile, notebooks, tablets. So these are best example for the microcomputers. I hope all of you understand about classifications of computer. So thank you so much who was supported me, my mentor teacher Shruti ma'am, and our principal madam Swapna Kumari madam, our VP madam, and our housemaster madam Ramadevi madam, and my dear friends, special thanks to Gurukulam Society and as well as TSAT. Thank you so much.